This video is for educational and documentary purposes only. It discusses an online case to raise awareness and prevent real-life violence. No explicit or harmful content is shown. On December 20th, 2018, a strange thread appears.
You don't want to miss this.
Naturally, people begin asking what exactly is going to happen, and what they're not supposed to miss. One anonymous user asks directly, and OP replies,
"Let's say it is my Christmas present for you."
He also attaches a photo, just a sheet of paper with the date and board code written on it, likely to verify his identity in the follow-up thread he promised to post on the 23rd. The thread dies down, and then December 23rd arrives. Not that anyone was really waiting for it, but OP returns as promised and writes,
"Sorry guys, 2 beers left and I will go for it. It will ruin my life for years, so I need to get some courage."
He posts another photo with the new date and the board code. Naturally, everyone wants to know what he's about to do. One user responds,
"Whatever you're gonna do, if it's gonna harm innocent people, then don't do it, you cunt. If you want to kill yourself, then go for it."
A few minutes later, OP replies,
"I'm going to kill my abusive father. Just need to make sure he dies. Waiting for him to fall asleep."
Someone asks,
"How will you kill him?"
And OP answers,
"I'm going to hit him in the head with fire extinguisher and then strangle him."
Another user mocks him.
"Let me guess, he called you a failure, a mistake, a bitch? Man up, you pussy. Also, don't be a bitch to someone while he's defenseless and unaware."
OP responds,
"It's enough a favor to do it when isn't conscious. He will pass away while asleep."
Another commenter shares his own story.
"I wanted to kill my dad. I could, but I didn't. He used to hit me too. Now, 10 years before, I understand why did he hit me. He made me a man of kind of success. If it wasn't for him, I would be a poor, homeless retard. And luckily, he didn't let my mom to educate me, because my mom didn't care if I was doing good. She just wanted to see me happy, which is pretty retard because a teenager will never be happy."
OP continues,
"I'm thinking that if I hit him 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 times in the head, he will be in shock, comatose, and then strangle him. I have a backup knife if he wakes up after the first hit and doesn't die."
Then he adds,
14 kilograms fire extinguishers to the head should be enough. If not, then I'll try to with the knife.
And finally,
Wish me luck."
After that message, OP disappears for a short time, then returns with,
"OP here. I'm about to call the police for myself."
He posts another photo, a room, a couch, his father lying on it, blood visible on the wall, pillow, and the man's head, the fire extinguisher next to him. Users start searching the image online, hoping it's fake, or maybe hoping it isn't, but nothing comes up. It appears to be real. His final message reads,
"I'm gonna call the police now. It was good knowing you guys. Goodbye forever."
Later, news reports confirm it happened in Sandnes, Norway. The killer was a 20-year-old man, and he did in fact call the police himself. During interrogation, he admitted that before committing the crime, he had written about it on 4chan. On the Gboard, which is dedicated to technology, a very strange thread appeared.
"A few months ago, I invited a neat JP boy to come and live with me. He was more of a hiki, but couldn't get autism bucks. I'm also a neet, but my parents are rich, and I was able to offer him anything he wanted."
Neat. That's what they call young people who not in education, employment, or training.
But in return, he had to live with me and take female hormone injections, as well as take care of himself and dress in cute clothes. As of now, he is pretty happy. I buy him lots of things, and the hormone treatment is going good. As you can see, his skin is becoming very soft, and he's gaining weight in all the right places. He has a pretty good collection of figurines going in his little space under my bed.
And here's the photo. In it, we see a room with a bed. Under the bed is something resembling a cage, and inside lies a completely naked person. In other words, some guy agreed, essentially in exchange for free housing, food, and attention from a woman, to live in extremely degrading conditions inside a cage under a bed while undergoing female hormone treatment. And yes, it's pretty obvious he most likely enjoys it. An anonymous user wrote about a bunker, or bomb shelter, that his paranoid grandfather, a World War II veteran, had built on his property. According to OP, his grandfather had been deeply afraid of a nuclear war with the communists. In the post, OP explores the mysterious bunker, while commenters encourage him to keep going. He said he had high expectations when entering it, but at first found nothing more than a makeshift toilet and piles of old, rusted junk. That was until he came across a heavy door, secured with a padlock. He broke the lock and forced the door open. Inside the room, he discovered disturbing carvings, faces etched into the stone. He described them as
a bunch of ghostly faces staring you down.
When he looked beneath the carvings, he found a bone, a human bone. His heart pounding, he spun around and noticed more bones protruding from the concrete. As if human remains had been embedded in quick-drying cement, he suddenly heard laughter coming from a corner of the room. That's when he bolted, as if the devil himself were chasing him. After that, OP never posted about the incident again, leaving many to wonder whether the shelter had actually been some kind of sacrificial altar or something even more disturbing. This is a disturbing story about a person who would make even the most extreme hoarder's home look like a 5-star hotel. On September 15th, 2015, at 8:49 a.m., an anonymous user posted about his living conditions on 4chan. His identity remains unknown, and the 4chan community eventually gave him the nickname, the Fridge Bro. The Fridge Bro began his post by sharing details about his daily life.
Every night, browse 4chan on phone in bed. Drain flies attracted to light, so they bounce off phone. Get fed up one night and sob into pillow while drain flies bounce off my head. Dining room table is completely covered in old dishware and beyond mummified food. Plastic milk container rots and explodes. The smell was the most unpleasant thing I've experienced. As I'm out walking my dog one day, I keep him outside. A neighbor awkwardly asks why my windows are so dirty and why I still have Christmas stickers up from like 4 years ago. Just forgot, haha. Get sick once and puke all over toilet. Fall asleep and it's sticky and shit when I wake up, so I leave it. It's still there and I hover on the toilet now. Fridge won't shut, so it gets filled with bugs and rotten shit. Shove it into a corner and use mini fridge for a month. Eventually, take a discarded fridge from neighbor's curb while it's night. Old fridge is still there. The only time I talk to people is when my neighbors say hello while I'm walking my dog. Every now and then, I have no real friends and no family, and I am going to be found a rotten husk in my computer chair, surrounded by filth. When a government worker comes to see why I haven't picked up my neet bucks check for the month yet, anybody want some pictures?
After that, OP posted a photo of his room, revealing just how filthy his living space was behind his broken, bagged-up window. Then he uploaded another image, this time of his refrigerator, filled with dead insects, spoiled milk, and rotting food. OP commented,
I gagged a little, to be honest.
Fridge Bro continued sharing photos. His dining table was buried under old plastic food wrappers and soda bottles filled with some unknown liquid. Needless to say, no one should be living like that. One 4chan user wrote,
This will get 5,000 upvotes on Reddit.
Fridge Bro replied in the thread,
Lived like this all my life. Pretty much used to it. Every once in a while, I'll boil some water and scrub myself.
Another user commented that OP had essentially created an ecosystem.
It's not ruined. It's got an eco-friendly patina preserving the structure. Mold and fungus are basically the structural backbone of the house. It lives and breathes. And on a hot day outside, the temperature is 12 degrees cooler outside, and the air 80% more moist. It is its own ecosystem of some very niche organisms that have all come together to form a wonderful symbiosis that started a sealed system of ecology. It's quite amazing, really. The whole thing is one giant organism. I am betting that the organisms living there have evolved a defense mechanism to any new intruding life form, so it achieves a self-reliance. Together with its own immunity, I am willing to bet that by adding a source of food, you can grow a self-sustained ecosystem that would serve as a repopulation nucleus in the case of a full-on doomsday scenario, such as an all-out nuclear war or asteroid impact. You are doing your part to ensure some form of survival for life.
After that, OP wrote on a thin sheet of paper,
Kill me.
Then came another wave of comments. After Fridge Bro posted a photo of what appeared to be extremely old, completely spoiled Daisy sour cream, 4chan users flooded the thread with demands.
This thread. Open sour cream, the sourest of them all. Open the sour cream. Open it. Open it. Open it. Open it. Please open sour cream. Sour. Please open it and pour it on your face. Please just post the inside of it. I show it already. The suspense is killing me. Reveal the cream. I can't take the suspense anymore. No more teasing Chad. I need the cream.
Eventually, OP gave in and revealed the organic horror inside the sour cream container. After posting the image, Fridge Bro did something unexpected.
No, what are you doing? What the f*** are you trying to do? What are you doing, you madman? Nuclear fusion imminent.
Another photo appeared, showing the microwave door closed. A few minutes later, he uploaded yet another image. This time, the sour cream was inside the microwave. Users couldn't believe what was about to happen. Then came a photo of the microwave running. With 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the display, the thread descended into chaos.
I'm so scared right now. Please, OP, think of the children. A board. I repeat, a board. Is it on fire or expanding? Did the smell get worse? Can you describe the smell as specifically as you can? The microwave shows the reflection of what was once a man. OP is merely a shadow of humanity.
The final photo posted by Fridge Bro looked rushed and frantic, as if whatever he had just microwaved had deeply affected him.
Just drink it, Fridge Bro. Please. Enough. Are you okay, Fridge Bro? This is worse than any horror movie could ever dream of being. OP is killed. OP, your sacrifice will not be in vain.
After that, there were no further updates. What happened to him after microwaving years-old sour cream remains unknown, and he is presumed to no longer be alive. A thread dated November 29th, 2007. Attached to the post was a photo of a young woman with the caption,
"If anyone can correctly guess their own post number, I will tell you where she is buried."
On 4chan, every reply is automatically assigned a unique multi-digit number. The game was simple. Guess the number your post would receive. One anonymous user managed to win this twisted little challenge. OP congratulated him and, true to his word, replied with the promised coordinates. Most people didn't take it seriously. They assumed it was just another troll trying to shock the board. But the girl in the photo was Emily Sander. The 18-year-old college student had gone missing just days before the thread appeared. One of the users decided to forward the posted coordinates to law enforcement. Later, the information was confirmed. Emily Sander's body was found. According to investigators, she had been the victim of a violent crime. Federal authorities joined the investigation, and on December 19th, a suspect, Israel Mireles, was arrested in Mexico. He was later charged in the United States with serious felony offenses. On March 31st, 2010, he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. After her disappearance, it also became public that she had worked in adult entertainment. So what does this case ultimately show? An unhealthy internet fixation, a personal obsession with a young woman, and behavior that escalated beyond the screen and into real life. You already know how it ended. Interestingly, the Wikipedia article about the case makes no mention of the 4chan thread, and major media outlets have largely ignored this online aspect of the story.
Look what the fuck I found laying in the forest today.
In 2012, an anonymous user uploaded a photo of a grenade to 4chan, asking the obvious question.
Is it dangerous?
Some users responded jokingly.
Nah, just pull the pin.
Others, however, took the situation more seriously. One anonymous commenter wrote,
Military often drill the bottom out for practice grenades. I think fuse is still inside, just the cap is off. Could be super dangerous now. See if you can see the powder.
But OP ignored the warning and decided to pull the pin, just as others had suggested.
It didn't explode.
According to him, the top simply broke off. He then posted,
I left it there for a few minutes, but nothing is happening.
After that, he asked for more suggestions. One user advised smashing it with a hammer. Another suggested throwing it into a fire in the woods. Instead, OP put it in the microwave, then tried burning it in a fire, with no visible result. His final post was a photo of his car tire positioned on top of the grenade. He attempted to run it over, and then disappeared from the thread. What happened to him? Did the situation end in tragedy? No one knows. It remains a mystery. In April 2018, a 4chan user created a thread asking for help identifying a strange and disturbing image he had recently come across. In his post, he wrote,
On one of the recent iceberg chart threads, someone mentioned the Monon tunnels not being on the iceberg. When I went to Google what these tunnels were, the only results I got were the original thread and pic related. Does anyone know more about it? I don't know how to read EXIF data.
Attached to the post was a photo with an extremely unsettling feel. The image shows two masked figures standing in a grassy field at night, both with their index fingers raised toward the sky. Behind them, lying face down on the grass, is a person wearing a red jacket. No one on 4chan was able to provide a clear answer to OP's question. One user claimed to have seen a similar image back in the early 2000s when he first started browsing 4chan, but he offered no concrete details. The image itself divided the community. Some users speculated that it might be a trophy photo taken after a serious crime.
They look like hunters posing with a fresh kill.
Others were far less convinced.
I feel like this might just be some kind of photo shoot, like a bunch of kids hanging out and they decided, why not take some pictures? Which led them to taking this picture just for them to show it around on the internet for shock or something. That raises the central question. What exactly are we looking at?
I tried digging into the image myself, but very little information exists. OP mentioned an iceberg chart thread, yet never provided a link or even the exact name of it. Examining the image closely doesn't offer much either. There are no identifiable landmarks, and not even visible stars in the sky that might help determine the location. The only potential clue is the name Monon Tunnels, likely referring to the small town of Monon, Indiana. But that doesn't narrow things down much. The area is full of similar open grassy spaces that could easily match the setting in the photo. The image quality also makes it nearly impossible to estimate when it was taken. The digital noise obscures any useful details, and the embedded file data contained nothing helpful. Reverse image searches produced no exact matches outside of the original 4chan thread. Still, while browsing similar images, I came across a few details that might suggest a more plausible explanation. There are essentially two main theories. The first is that the photo was taken by criminals as proof of a horrific act. However, I couldn't find any reported case in Monon or the surrounding area that matches what we see in the image. Even if the perpetrators were never caught, there would likely be some official report describing a victim consistent with the person shown in the photo. Which leads to the second, more realistic possibility. The image may simply show a group of friends, and the person lying in the background could be an adult who passed out after a party. There's no way to know whether the unsettling tone of the image was intentional, but the likelihood that this is just an ordinary photo, stripped of context, is fairly high. Reverse image searches turn up countless similar pictures. People hanging out at night, lying on grass, joking around. That said, all of this remains speculation. The truth could be something entirely different. Another lingering question is how OP obtained the image in the first place, if it can't be found anywhere else online. Unfortunately, more than 7 years have passed since the original thread was posted, making it unlikely that the full story will ever be uncovered.